Everybody, and welcome back to Emerald Coast. It's day 5 of midsummer, and we are here cultivating fields 7 and 9. It's 9, no, 7 and 8. We have finished our harvest, finally. Oh my gosh. We got 366 bales of straw off of these fields, believe it or not. And now again, that was field 1, 6, 7, and 8. What we got those straw off of. Field 2 and 12, we're not ready to harvest in early summer, but they are now. They have canola and barley in them, respectively. But we don't need any more straw, so we're going to take the straw from field 12. We're going to take that directly to the compost master because we don't need any. We don't need any of that. We're just cultivating these two fields in single runs. Hopefully, look at our forecast. Got good skies today, we've got rain tomorrow, and then we've got clear skies all the way into the last day of summer, day 12. So we are going to work our tail off, basically trying to get these 4 fields planted in soybeans, get fields 2 and 12 harvested, and see if by any chance of a miracle we can get them in soybeans before the end of midsummer. We have basically 4 days. We've got today, tomorrow, and then the next day and the day after that in order to get soybeans in the ground. Priorities are going to be fields 1, 6, 7, and 8. It will be our first priority, and then we'll see how well we fare with that. Still need to plow these. You need to check and see where we are with our fertilization states. Today we also need to sell off our soybeans. So we're going to be doing that here in a little bit as we get done our cultivation. This cultivation will not take long using our big case here and the big cultivator behind us. Let's just check our cultivation level, or our fertilization levels here. We're at 1 stage fertilization. Actually, let's do this. Field 1, compost. Oops. We started compost down. Then we're going to come through here with our new tractor. Switched over and put big old wide flotation tires on it with our Great Plains seeder. We've already got our semi over here set up with our trailer to go ahead and haul our soybeans. Get back to business now. I had just remembered that I had set that composter up, that compost spreader set up, put compost on that field before our planting. And didn't get it started. We'll give him a head start by letting him run while we are cultivating this field here. See, we've got ourselves 133 sheep 106 pigs, and 147 cows. So far, pigs are just keeping on the reproduction. Sell them off, sell some of them off here in a bit. We're going to sell our cows down to 100 and I think we're going to sell them down to 130. I think that's a good number. Really running into problems at the 140 cow level where we're running out of grass for our pasture land. All right. So let me just finish up this cultivation and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, we are just about done our cultivation, and I thought I'd show you guys this. I'm pretty sure you'd seen this before. But you can see here on field 7, right here on the edge, the field's tore up a little bit. That is where we started harvesting this field when the ground was just a little bit too damp. And kind of tore up the edge of that field a little bit. I think you all saw that over on field 1 quite a bit when we were trying to harvest and bale that field. But we only caught a little bit of this field before it dried out enough so that we didn't end up, you know, grooving up a whole bunch of the field. But thankfully, the cultivation here clears that up, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Pull on out here once we have a free time. Okay. Come on up here. We still have our poplar we need to harvest. It is ready to go. Sugarcane is growing, of course. Okay. We're gonna pull this over here where we can give it a good spray down. And then we're gonna go ahead and jump in our truck. See about selling off these soybeans, see how much money we can make. So you might not remember, but we've got our soybeans stored over by the compost master. I don't remember how many loads we're going to need. I think it's funny that we hold on to soybeans until basically we are getting ready to plant them back in the ground, and then we sell the beans. Head on down here. I was going to use the Mac, the other Mac, but this truck was hooked up to the slurry tank, and I was using slurry to apply fertilizer to fields 8 and 7. So I just filled it up with slurry and brought the tank back over here because I figured I would put some slurry back down in that field once we cultivated it. Your corn is coming up quite nice. So that might be ready fairly soon. There's a pasture over there to the right. And there is the bin that has our beans in it. Pull on in underneath it. Start filling her up. Let's see how many we got here. 30. Looks like we're gonna have 2 loads. We'll load in a little bit more. Where do we take these? Soybeans go into granary A. Okay. So I'm just gonna run here behind the pig farm, or the pig shed. Along field 13. Come this way. Got one of those slurry field storage containers over here. We're going to use that to slurry field 12. That's the plan. After harvest. Right. Head on down here. So guys, let me know how you liking the series overall. Farm Sim 19 is going to be out next week, if I'm remembering when this video is going to air and when 19 is going to be coming out. Like I said, I do plan on continuing this series through the release of 19. Of course, the videos will probably slow down a bit. I just don't suspect we'll keep up with 3 days a week. But we will periodically update with where we are going. That's the plan, at least. You know, things might change, but I don't intend to drop 17 like a hot potato, like I know lots of other people are going to. I kind of enjoy it, but you know, it might be that 19 has so much eye candy and so much added functionality that I lose interest. And if I lose interest, then I'm not going to be enjoyable. I'm not going to enjoy it, and you all probably won't enjoy it either. $50,000. Not a bad little haul here. Probably get another $30,000 with the next load. Just run her on back there and see. Again, with our crop rotation, we're going to put soybeans in the fields we just harvested our wheat and barley off of. If we're crazy enough and we can manage it, we're also going to put it in fields 2, and 12 here. Then we've got corn growing in 9, 10, 17, 16, 18, 19, and 22. That's the only crop we're growing in those fields this year is corn. Next year we're going to put wheat or barley in those fields. We're actually, this evening, or not evening, but this autumn and winter we're going to put wheat or barley in those fields. And we're going to put corn next spring, or yeah, next spring, in the fields that we're putting soybeans in right now. So we're going to do this rotation. We're just going to keep that rotation going. Got corn in some fields each year and soybeans and wheat in other fields that same given year. All right, we'll load on up here. Yeah, you can see our wheat and barley, and look at that. It's quite amazing between the fields that had wheat and barley in them how close of our yield has been. 4,170 bushels of wheat and 4,183 bushels of barley. I thought that was quite interesting how that all worked out. Between the fields that we planted in wheat and barley and the fields that had wheat or barley already in them that we purchased, it turned out that they were nearly the same yield. Almost, I would say statistically the same yield. You know, given a margin of error. But yeah, 366 bales of straw. We're not gonna need straw for. We're not gonna have to bale this straw. Field 12. In fact, we might just spread it and cultivate it in for fertilizer, because we're just not going to need it. I got 180 bales over here at the cow farm and 180 bales down at the pig farm. We still have maybe 7 or 8 bales of straw, round bales of straw from our first year down at the pig farm. Just don't need it that much. In future years, we probably won't bale as much straw as we did this year. Man, this year was hard. We had so much rain in early summer. I think if you count late spring, we had probably 6 days of rain out of 5 days. 5 days of rain out of 6, that's probably what I mean. That's probably what I mean to say. Seeing the grain go through those little windows, it's pretty cool. All right, yep, $30,000. Basically $80,000 off of our soybeans. There's our spreader doing compost. Looks like we're going to be able to get started on this field with our Biomet, I think you call it, 905. Tractor we scored from the guy in town. Park this over here too. Give the trailer a good hose down. We're not going to need to use it to haul off any grain for quite a while. It's that slurry tank I was talking about. All right. And I'm going to show you guys this. This is pretty cool. Take the sides off of it. Check the engine out and everything. This tractor is now available over at FS UK. Was uploaded to the mod hub, but I think then we have this capability. I think the mod author just got tired of waiting for it to release. So let's go left shift E. Nice animation we can use to get in. And then we can shut the door. There. All right. So let's go ahead and switch this over to soybeans. Open her up. Get her lined up. This thing is a beast. Okay. Turn her on. Lower her down. And off we go. Planting our soybeans. Let's go ahead and activate GPS just so that we can keep ourselves some straight lines. Planting soybeans, and we're putting a third stage of fertilization in while we're at it. Sweet. Sweet deal indeed. Or the screen shade. Whoa, let's turn that off. Probably changes volume up and down and channel up and down. Turn that off and we'll just make one headland around the field. Trying not to get caught up in the fence line. And we're going to, once we're done putting our compost down, we're going to move him over to field 6. Get him started on composting that field while we continue planting soybeans here. That's pretty much what we're going to be doing for the next couple of days, is fertilizing these fields and putting in soybeans. We're also going to bring out our harvesters again. Harvest field 12 and 13. Basically see what we can get done and pretty much save the poplar for late spring or late summer. And late summer was going to see us mowing our grass again, making hay. And that'll probably be the only cut. We're only going to do 2 cuts of hay this year. Went ahead and fertilized those fields. Grass, so they are at 3 stages now. We get our maximum yield out of those. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and run this guy over to field 2. Be right back. Right, we got him over there working on field 2. Field 6. Just gonna keep on harvesting or keep on planting over here. Gonna make 2 full turns. So we have plenty of headland room, and then we're just going to start making up and down passes. I want to thank you guys for watching. Do Emerald Coast videos for the next, at least for the next week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Can't promise what the schedule is going to look like. Once 19 comes out, we might move to weekend releases. We might move to just random releases every so often. But like I said, we will try to keep playing this map until we either do 10 years or at a minimum benchmark 5 years. We are in the middle of year 3 at the moment, and can say that we've seen quite the random varying weather at this point. Last year I think we pretty much had a dry summer, maybe a little bit of rain at the bookends of summer, but this year we've had a very, very wet early summer. Midsummer looks to be fairly dry, and a fairly dry late summer, but who knows what winter or autumn is going to have in store for us. So until next time, guys, happy farming.